Welcome to the Totally Honest Cooking Show. I'm Mark. I've been feeling a little bit under the weather today. I've not really been keeping up with my fall schedule. I was supposed to do my famous apple crisp, the Beatus, and that's not yet come to fruition. I actually got sick last week. I've been coughing all weekend, and I need to put together a video. Today we're making the Totally Honest Cooking Show's version of the Hot Toddy. We're going to start with 3 cups of water over high heat. And we're going to let that come to a boil. While that's happening, you're going to roll your lemon, cut it in half. Now, as far as I can tell, the Hot Toddy is a myth. You can make it. It's going to be tasty. It's going to help a little bit. But it's not going to help any more than a cup of tea. Sorry. I'm just going to leave that in. I'm sick. Jerkins, don't cut that. It's not going to help you any more than a cup of tea. And my advice, as always, is to just get some friggin' medicine. We're going to throw in 4 sticks of cinnamon and 3 cloves. Now, I used to just throw in a little tiny handful of cloves. And then I looked it up, like I like to do things. And it turns out that cloves are toxic if you take too many of them. And I measured it out, as you do. That was around the overdose amount for my weight. So, just so we know, you don't need to go crazy with the cloves. You can also overdose on clove oil. We don't want that. Please don't overdose on cloves. That would suck. I'm going to go ahead and add in a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. Now, if you're playing the home game, you'll notice that all of these on their own have great health properties. Cinnamon and cloves are supposed to be good for a few things. Jerkins put the information for what they're good for in the video here. And cider vinegar also has some health benefits. Jerkins put that in here. Now, supposedly, the liquor is supposed to help you sleep if you're having difficulty sleeping. I don't really think that is going to help that much. In fact, it might do the opposite because alcohol tends to prevent you from having a restful sleep. If you wear one of these fitness tracker things, you might notice that your heart rate does not go down when you drink alcohol and try to sleep. I don't see how that would be beneficial to health, but whatever. It certainly will make you suffer less if you are having a bad day, but I'm not sure how much better than actual medicine that would be in terms of not suffering. This is 4.5 ounces. We're not making a single dose here, just in case you're confused. And now that it's nice and hot, we're going to go ahead and add 4 tablespoons of honey. Also, when you Google how many cloves is healthy for you, the main thing that comes up is actually clove oil. Apparently, if you're going to OD on cloves, usually it's clove oil. I don't know as how much it will be if you're just doing like a clove tea, which this is essentially would be if we use more cloves. I like the flavor on that, but again, I suffer from anxiety, so I don't know whether that would be a wise thing to do. And usually, if I can't find enough information to satisfy my curiosity, I don't tell you to do it. Honey, in case you don't know because you've been living under a rock, is great for a sore throat. So I think I have bronchitis, or some form of bronchitis, probably given to me by one of the children. Now, you don't have to bring this to a boil. In fact, I would say you probably shouldn't bring it all the way to a boil because it'll delay your drinking of it. But I really like this amount. When it starts boiling like this, it's pretty much done. because you don't want to bring it to a rolling boil because that'll take longer for it to cool. I'm running it through a strainer just to make sure that I don't get any of the extra goodies that I packed away. And I'm putting in my little teapot. My advice to you from this point is to get the most warlike mug that you have. You want to terrify the sickness out of you. So I'm going to use this tankard. And I'm just going to load myself up with the Totally Honest Cooking Show Hot Toddy. Now, if you want... Oopsie doodle. Spilled it. Now, if you want, you can add all kinds of garnishes to this. You can add cinnamon. You could add a lemon twist. You can do all kinds of crap. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to kick back on my sofa and sip away at this. It's still smoking, but I'm going to give it a little sip. Yeah, I like that. The apple cider vinegar really rounds out the flavor on the end. It really adds a certain something to it, brightens it up. I got that from some site someplace when I was doing the research for this the other day. Anyway, I'm going to go drink this and then have a nap. Like, subscribe, click the little bell, and I hope I see you next week, and I hope I'm feeling a lot better and we have a normal episode. Okay, bye.